Hi everyone. So for this week on our customer decision making process, I actually recently bought gluten-free flour. So I ended up with Arrowhead Mills. It's an organic all-purpose flour. Um, it has 13 grams of whole grains. It's a 1-to-1 ratio, so if your recipe calls for 1 cup of flour, you can use 1 cup of the organic gluten-free all-purpose flour. It is gluten-free, it's dairy-free, it's organic, non-GMO. It does have a resealable bag, and it was also on sale. The ingredients are organic rice flour, organic brown rice flour, organic tapioca flour, organic millet flour, organic inulin, and xanthan gum. And a reason that I actually decided to go with this was because I was comparing it at Whole Foods with other items that were along the same lines from not only Arrowhead Mills but also Bob's Red Mill. This is something that I had previously bought before, and it was coconut flour. So this is one of the other brands that I was also looking into while at Whole Foods. But when I was doing research, I pulled up my phone, was comparing, contrasting the two along with Arrowhead Mills brown rice. They had just a plain traditional millet. And I ultimately decided on the organic all-purpose flour because it didn't add any additional flavors, kind of like a coconut flour would. And I really liked that it had the 1-to-1 ratio, where with the Bob's Red Mill, it says that you can replace for only up to 20% of the flour, and then you would add equivalent amount of additional liquid to the recipe, which to me was very confusing. I wanted something that I could just easily substitute. I also looked at the nutritional value. It did have the 13 grams of whole grains, which I thought was really good. It was low in total fat. The calories were a little bit higher than the coconut flour. However, per serving, the serving size in the organic all-purpose flour was more. So that made sense that the calories were a little bit higher. I was really looking for something, as I mentioned, that was just more of a traditional flour and would really get the job done for baking, cooking, and was organic and gluten-free. The outside factors that played a role was really ultimately what I was looking for and what the reviews were. Because I was doing it on the spot, it was a little bit harder for me to do. But thankfully I did have my phone with me, so I was able to pull everything up. I was able to really compare and contrast between everything, and I ultimately just ended up with this because I felt it was the best thing for what I was looking for. And, there was a problem that was recognized. I was able to see, I needed to decide on one. I searched for the information. I did an evaluation of the two brands. I ultimately chose my product, and it is exactly what I was looking for. So I am definitely happy with that. And much like our book says, product choices are made by comparing brands across a defined set of attributes. So I would definitely say that this was an attributed based choice.